Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Adams Rite number 4801-01-603. This is a sliding door strike is what it is. This strike would be used on their 4189, 4190, 4430, 4431, used with their MS 1847 series sliding locks. We'll touch on that more in a moment. Basically, when you order a 4801, you're getting this metal strike. That's really what you're getting. Okay, the strike itself. Let's take some dimensional properties. About 4 inch, maybe just a hair shy on that. Overall width looks like it's about 3/4 inch. The thickness of the strike, sorry I wasn't prepared, 0.12 inch thick, so just shy on 1/8 of an inch. Now, the -01 in the part number refers to the strike, refers to this shim that I just threw at you. And what that means is that you're going to get one shim with the package. You can order these with a 01, an 02, and 03. Yeah, you guessed it. If you order an 03, you'll get 3 shims, or an 02 conversely. The overall thickness of the shim itself is going to be right at about 0.105. And they stack together is the bottom line. They have this stacking sort of profile to them. And that's how you'll do that. And they are white plastic, as you can see. Okay. Now let's switch to the screen view where we can take a closer look at some supporting documentation. This is the item that we are here looking at. Some images that we have below here as well can be seen. Those 2 screws are indeed included. I didn't show those to you yet, but I will. There's the strike alone. Your shim. A couple of screws. The strike would look something like, not unlike this customer supplied photo that's here. And what we're really seeing here is, I would imagine we're dealing with a pair of doors that bipart. A biparting pair of sliding doors. Obviously, they have a latch out here. They have a slide knob on this trim that's here. Well, that active door is going to just slide and lock into this with that MS 1847 style lock body, which I'll show you in a moment as well. Now, there is a link below this video to the cut sheet that we can take a closer look at. The 4800 series strikes, there's more than one, but the one that we're dealing with is the 4801 because it works with that MS 1847 deadlock, sliding deadlock that you'll see, and we'll dive into what that lock is. I've said that part number a few times now, and we'll take a closer look at it. With vertical adjustment to accommodate door jam misalignment and a shim system for horizontal positioning to match various jam bumper designs, the 4801 series strikes can be fit to nearly any sliding door using the MS 1847 deadlock dead latch. That MS 1847 is available as either a manual hook bolt where you have to throw and retract it every single time. It's also in a slam style where you can just push the door closed or slide it closed, and that latch will allow the hook portion to fail down, to a point where it will then, because it's spring-loaded, secure back up. So it's basically a slam style where you can push the door closed and the latch will make contact with the face of the strike, and then as a result be pushed downward and then recuperate back up underneath the prep in the hole here in the strike. Steel that are going to be zinc, and that's what the 603 means. Zinc is just a coating for corrosion resistance. The shim is plastic, white, Apparently they can do the strike out of stainless steel as well, but I don't think they list that in their price book, interestingly enough. The dimensions on the 4800 or the 4801 in particular can be looked at here a little bit closer, and it's quite clear when you order a 4801 what you're going to get when you add a suffix, 1, 2, or 3 shims. If you're looking at dimension A, to me initially I was thinking, well, how do I order, you know, the unit to obtain a different dimension A? Well, you know, overthinking it naturally, you know, put me in a position to question, how do you accomplish this? Well, they just add more shims. So that's all there is to it. Dimensions, there you go. You know, if you're not sure what you need, order the 03 version and you can discard the shims that you don't use. That's what that 1847 looks like, and that will be manual, or as you slide it closed, this will fall because of this radius leading edge here, and then snap back up and lock into the strike. Okay. Now, below this video as well is a link here to the manufacturer's page, and from there you can open up or review not only all of the Adams Rite products that we sell by means of this horizontal navigation, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. And we'll pull that up and take you on a small tour of the MS 1847. Here's that lock body that the 4801 would go with. They do offer this in several and many different configurations. And those configurations have everything to do with the orientation of the hub here in relationship to the bolt. Okay, so if you study that orientation, you'll see how that hub changes. So when you order a lock body alone, an MS 1847, you need to be mindful of the position of the hub when you're in the locked position. Okay. What they're, in my opinion, this is a little lacking in information, because I would question, well, what position, you know, am I in when I'm unlocked if this is showing locked? Well, we can take a look at that as well. The 1000 series thumb turns that go with this, related actually, will show us a little bit better their orientation when we take a look at the 1000 series thumb turns. You've got some extension numbers here, and you'll note that those will line up with your locked and unlocked position. Very handy. You know, they're all common. I would think the 06 is fairly common. The 11 is of course very common. You have these different orientations of the lock body based on where you want the handle to be when the door is in the locked or unlocked position. You know, something like this may not work for you at all. You may not have clearance for the 13 to work, because when you go to unlock it, there might be a conflict with some trim here. So be mindful to, if you're looking at the lock body as well, to be sure of what you're looking at. Now, back to the 4801, it's used with the 4189, 4190 series sliding door locks, although it's not inherently included. If you were to purchase an entire 4190 lock, sliding door lock, you won't get a strike. I can't tell you why they don't supply strikes, but I can only tell you that they don't, and they don't supply this handle either. If you buy the entire lock, you'll get the exterior, the interior, escutcheon, the lock body, keys if you've ordered it as a keyed function, and then screws. But a strike and that pull handle are not included. The 4430 is the other sliding door lock series that are available from the manufacturer. And the only difference between the 4190 and the 4431 is that the 4190 has zinc die-cast escutcheons, where the 4431 is a plastic. Okay, but again, these sliding door locks do not include strikes, so that's where you're going to use these with your application. So this catalog is really handy because it will allow you to do a much deeper dive into the world of Adams Rite, not only sorting and solving the problems that you have on your project, but other items that may be currently unrelated to what you're working on. Admittedly, some Adams Rite materials not necessarily simple and straightforward. I know that. I refer to the factory often when I have a question that I'm just not sure on, and there apparently is no published information regarding. So, now also on this manufacturer's page, there's a parts manual here, which is very handy. And let's just take a look and see if the 4801 is listed. It's not. The 4430 will be listed in here. Not everything that Adams Rite produces has a published parts manual. However, all of the published parts manuals that we have are assembled here and on this page, so very handy to be able to refer to that material. Let's wrap up this video on camera. And here are those two screws that I had just mentioned. Appear to be maybe a number 8 by 1.25 inch or so panhead style sheet metal screws. The name Adams Rite is synonymous with just a variety of different hardware, really. Synonymous in a way that they have hardware that other people really just don't have the same sort of collection regarding, meaning exit devices, electric strikes, obviously aluminum storefront hardware, sliding door hardware like this, and a variety of other unusual locks that really you'll get pretty much only from Adams Rite. So if you're looking for some sort of unusual lock, I find that the use of the Adams Rite catalog is not only a way by which to determine what products they have available for sale, but also as an idea book as well. Any questions on the 4801-01 or any other Adams Rite product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up. Please subscribe and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.